Hi, this is Ask Brock. I'm Brock Yordy. This week's question comes from Brian in Minnesota. Brock, what's your go-to foam and stiff foam recipe? That's a great question, Brian. And being that my roots come from Bayreuth, I've always been partial to their foams. I really like AQF2. It's got a better shelf life, a tighter bubble structure. So you want to talk to your fluids manufacturing company and make sure you're getting the best foam that's got a good tight bubble, and then I start augmenting it. And this is where a lot of guys differentiate because we have a lot of beaded and dry polymers out there these days, so they want to use a pack or a dry PHPA, and this is where I want my foam to have good shelf life, but I don't mind bringing in a high molecular weight liquid polymer. 50% active. Quick Bud D50 has always been a go-to of mine, and I like to mix them into a 50-gallon drum or a tote that I'm able to mix with not a lot of shear, get it mixed into consistency, and then start pumping. Then it's all going to come back to water table, how much water we can produce out of the ground. That's going to start diluting your foam rate. There's always been the big discussion that, as low air as possible. I completely agree, but I also want to have more air possible if I need to increase my injection rates and overcome some water head. So, we just want to be able to continue to increase our foam and polymer consistency if we're having issues with water diluting it out, so that we can continue to have that good shaving cream consistency coming out of the hole. If we start seeing more air than foam and you're seeing it blow through and break that three-phase foam that I've talked about before, that's bad because you're breaking the bubble structure and we're having the cuttings. Also the same as if we're loading cuttings up downhole and then we have that big explosion come out. One thing I've never liked is just direct injection of straight concentrated foam into an injection pump and downhole. I think we're losing out on the mixing and the consistency. Water quality is a big deal. Foam likes to have all the same properties that we like with a good drilling fluid, where we're, less than 100 parts hard, less than 50 parts per million chlorides, same with, not a lot of high chlorine content in there. So it really comes down to being able to mix our foam, inject it, and being able to continue to increase that injection rate as we need to, along with our air and tightening it up. I'd like to hear how this goes on. I believe you're going to start with a dry polymer and may switch it up. It just comes back to being able to use the foam effectively, and when you start having limitations, being able to augment it. Maybe go from a stiff foam into gel foam. Gel foam is one excellent way to continue to drill in some of those lost zones and build a filter cake and have good hole cleaning capabilities. Well, good luck, man, and I hope to see some pictures, and let's follow up on this. Everybody stay safe. Thanks.